Okay, so let's dive into a series that is just putting up, absolutely staggering numbers.
Right.
We're talking about something that started as a web novel way back in 2011, but as of late 2025, it's at over 45 million copies in circulation.
It's a massive, massive success story. We're doing a deep dive today on the Apothecary Diaries, or Kusuria no Hitoi Goto.
Exactly.
And when you look at all the sources, the sales, the critical essays, it's clear this isn't just another romance or a simple period drama. It's a really sharp medical mystery at its core.
Right. So that's our mission today. We want to unpack exactly why this story about a poison tester has become such a global obsession.
hmm
First, we'll do a quick overview of what it is, and then really get into the specifics of what makes it so, so much fun.
And to really get the scope of it, you have to look at all the formats. It's wild.
It is.
You've got the original light novels, the anime that just had its second season. And then there's the part that always gets people. It has two different manga adaptations running at the same time.
Yeah, I saw that. One in Big Gang and the other in Sunday GX. How does that even work? That seems counterintuitive.
It's incredibly rare, but I think it just speaks to how rich this story is.
I see.
One version might lean a little more into the drama, the other into the mystery. It proves the core material is strong enough for different takes.
So let's get to that core material. Set the scene for us. We're in a fictional imperial court, specifically the Rear Palace.
Right, and think of the rear palace as this kind of gilded cage.
Okay.
It's where the emperor's consorts and thousands of serving women live. So it's a place of, very high etiquette, but also incredibly deadly politics. And our protagonist, Maomao, does not belong there.
She's not some princess trying to win the emperor's favor.
Not even close.
Mm.
Maomao is this super pragmatic apothecary from the red light district.
Okay.
She gets kidnapped and then sold into service in the palace. And, usually the hero in this kind of story tries to escape or falls in love. Maomao just wants to keep her head down.
She just wants to do the laundry and wait out her contract.
Exactly. She wants to be invisible. But she has this one, let's call it a flaw. She just can't ignore a good puzzle, especially a medical one.
And that's the turning point.
It is. A mysterious curse starts affecting the emperor's children. Everyone's blaming spirits, but Maomao, she sees what it really is.
Lead poisoning.
From the face powder the consorts are using. She tries to leave an anonymous tip, but she gets caught by the man in charge of the whole place, Jinshi.
Ah, Jinshi. The sources describe him as a breathtakingly beautiful eunuch. And that kicks off the whole dynamic, right?
It does, and this is where we really get into the appeal of the series. The comedy is all about Maomao's reaction to him.
She's not impressed.
Not at all. In any other story, she'd be swooning. But she grew up in the pleasure district, so she's completely immune to her pretty face.
I think one source said she looks at him like he's a slug.
A slug, a squashed insect.
Oh yeah, she just finds him annoying. But he sees her talent and makes her a poison taster for a high-ranking consort.
And she's thrilled. She's thrilled. But not because of the promotion. It's because she gets access to all these rare poisons and herbs. She has this total mad scientist energy, like she tests toxins on herself just to see what they do.
I love that about her. She's a detective who gets the chemistry of murder better than the murderers do. But there's a serious side to the tension with Jinshi, too. The notes mention he's playing 4D chess.
Oh, he is. And this is a huge spoiler for this setup, but Jinshi isn't actually a eunuch.
Right.
He's the emperor's younger brother, in disguise, basically testing for loyalty in the court.
That raises the stakes so much. If anyone finds out, that's treason. That's a death sentence.
Precisely. So you've got this constant high-wire act. He's hiding his identity, she's trying to hide her intelligence, and they keep colliding over these mysteries.
And the mysteries themselves are really well crafted. I think critic Saga Kaiko called it fair play.
Yeah, meaning you, the reader, can actually solve them if you pay attention.
The clues are all there.
They are. The author scatters these little hints about botany or physics or medicine. They seem random until it all clicks together in this big aha moment. It's grounded in logic, not magic.
So grounded that the real world is taking notice. I saw it collaborated with the actual Ministry of Health.
That's my favorite detail. The medical stuff is so accurate that the Japanese Ministry of Health and the Pharmacists Association used Maomao as the face of their electronic prescription campaigns.
That is incredible. An anime character who loves poison is now promoting public health.
It makes a weird kind of sense, though. Maomao saves lives using critical thinking and specialized knowledge, not a sword. It really validates the idea of expertise.
So when you boil it all down, it sounds like the show stands out because it values competence over, say, your typical action tropes.
That's it, exactly. It makes the argument that knowledge, even really weird niche knowledge like identifying poisons, is its own kind of superpower. It can get you through the most dangerous situations.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to take away. Mao Mao's expertise completely changes how she sees the world. She looks at a makeup box and sees lead poisoning where everyone else just sees beauty.
Mhm.
So it makes you wonder, how does your own professional expertise distort or maybe clarify the way you see the hidden dangers in your own daily life?
A question worth diagnosing.
Thanks for diving in with us.